Hello everybody. I'm back again to talk further about 7.62 by 5.4R. In my previous video on the subject, I was talking about the oversized groove diameter at 314 on my 5-line extra goon and how I reloaded for that. Well, I also have, as you can see here, this is a Chinese T53 and it's dated 1955. I made a muzzle wear gauge in the shop and it drops in 3 lines on this gauge, and if you measure those 3 lines to the 3rd line, I'm getting 304.5. So you're 4.5 thousandths over minimum bore diameter, which is, I think it's 300. It could be 301. The other thing I did was I slugged the bore. I took a little a small caliber. It's a 38. It's a 380 caliber lead bullet, and I used it to force down through the barrel of this rifle, and it measures 314. So again, you're shooting surplus ammo, 7.62 by 5.4 surplus, and it's 311. So if you've got this much of deviation in your rifles, it's no wonder people call them garbage rods and they can't get any accuracy out of them. Well, it's because your bullet's too small. And the only other option I've found when it comes to a lot of these old surplus rifles is to make your own bullet or to resize jacketed bullets to fit your bore a little better, and you'll get better accuracy. I found that to be true with this rifle right here. This is a Krag rifle. It's model 1898 Springfield Krag. And when I use the 30 caliber gauge on it barely goes in. My first line on this is, I got 301.5. So you're like 1/1000th and a half over the minimum bore diameter for a 30 caliber. Now when I slugged the bore on this rifle, it was 312. Basically, it's a British 303/40. It should be a 30/40. I also have a carbine in this rifle, and they both measure the same. The bore is 312, or the groove diameter is 312. In this case, I can get away with using 303 British bullets, and it works just fine. Now, in some cases, I have discovered that there is a need to trim the necks on your cases, because when you're using bigger bullets, sometimes they won't chamber. But in most cases they will, because you got some erosion, or the chambers are generous enough, you're only a few thousandths bigger, that they will chamber. So I just loaded up I'm getting confused, 7.62 by 5.4R bullets with resized jacketed bullet. That was a 322 diameter bullet, or a 8mm bullet, and I resized it to 314 thousandths. Now this is a 175 grain boat tail that I showed you in the previous video. And from checking slugging the bores in my T53 and my Wilson Nagant long rifle, I can use that same bullet in both rifles. Just thought I'd share that tidbit of information with you. Might be useful, it might not. I don't suggest that you do this if you're not comfortable with it. Again, I'm not a gunsmith. I only do this for my rifles. I'm only sharing my experience. What you do with this is your business. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.